Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, look, Priyanana. So now we know you are in Thailand. So we're very happy to see you there in Thailand. You're in Govinda farm? In the ashram? Oh, in Bangkok. Okay, okay. Very good, very good. So Aparajita Devidasi. Oh, look, Muktinath Prabhu, and also Pavan Krishna Prabhu, all there. Paramananda Prabhu. Really, we're having a Thailand back to basics. Kum Devi Rasi. Happy to have you with us. Hari Gopal Prabhu, Danake, and Anthony. And Anthony, maybe you have to.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anthony.
Please let us introduce Anthony. He is our friend from Bangkok. He would like to join Zoom also, and he is joined our meeting last couple of times.
Okay, Anthony, you're very welcome, and we're very happy to have you with us. We hope we can do some good for you. We are trying to do good for good people, and we've got some good things to share from our good masters. And here, please come this side. We've got chairs. And here we are, we're in Brazil, in the mountains, so we're all a little bit wrapped up. And we are with good people. So here we are. This is Praphulla Krishna Prabhu. You sometimes have seen his name when he comes on back to basics. But now we've caught him alive. We've caught him alive. And so he's come all the way up from Sao Paulo, driven up today. And we're all very happy to have his presence. And so Leelamoy Prabhu, Priya Sundari Devi Dasi, and we have another like 35 or so devotees who've gathered here. And a happy surprise, really a happy surprise. And we're in Campos de Jodao, up in the mountains, a beautiful ashram. And we've just been watching the stars and realizing how tiny we are. Nothing like seeing the stars to make us feel humble. All right, well, you can move in a little bit before. We all try to be in the picture. Okay, we can turn this. You see, we always end up trying to be the cameraman as well as everything else. Okay, dear devotees, let's begin with Vandeham, as we can do. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishatan Vitanscha Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gora Tvije Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Garadhara Srivas Adi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we had an expression, and we still have an expression in Nabadwip. We had an expression in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math that every day is a festival in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math for those who participate. So really, we feel that this is the case wherever those who are participating participate. In other words, wherever there are devotees in the world who live a program like as is followed in Chaitanya Saraswat Math, then really it is a festival day. And so The last time we were together, we were in London, at least two of us, we were in London. And now we are in Brazil, but we feel we're in the same place, really. We're just in another room of the temple of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math in Nabadwip. And Praphulla Krishna Prabhu, when I see him and remember him, which I do often, I'm always thinking, I'm reminded of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math Nabadwip, because we had quite a long time and good time together in service. We engaged in service with Srila Gurudev, both in Nabadwip and in Calcutta, Dum Dum Park. And so it's not often we're able to catch Praphulla Krishna Prabhu as such. Even when he's online, he hides his profile.
I'm hiding now.
But I would like Praphulla Krishna Prabhu just to share something.
Oh, good Lord! It just arrived.
He just arrived, but arrived just before the evening arti, which is also perfect timing.
Long trip.
A long trip.
And it's late at night. Maharaj, you have to start some topic. Like
Sweet Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math.
Dhanavat, what I can say is just my honor and pleasure to be here with Madhusudan Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Which being the best friend and the connection, the service connection with Gurudev in the mission in India. He's been helping everybody to do service his whole life and inspiring us. And so we are happy to have him in Brazil. This is the main message.
The message is about sweet Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math.
That lives within Madhusudan Maharaj's heart so much. And we all know that. And I remember the first time I've been there, and Mahananda was the famous monster, self-proclaimed monster.
The monster's coming.
Of the mission. And it was what can I say? Like just connecting with him. It was a connection with our Guru Parampara, no doubt, and Gurudeva made that very clear. So serving in India under his guidance has been my life's really blessing, honor. And my memory of those times keeps me alive many times when necessary. Very good memories. And I do miss Nabadwip and the environment and everything there. But we know that Nabadwip is still living in the hearts of the devotees that were there doing this service. And we can find that in our acharyas, in Madhusudan Maharaj. And I was talking about a little in Villa Govinda that has this family mood. I do feel that this family mood is it's the feeling I had from the mission so much. And it doesn't matter how long we stay away, there is this family feeling that is just incredible. And I do value that so much. And I know this comes from Gurudev's heart and his sannyas sangha. Some magic is there. It's not like I'm not a very friendly person most of the time.
So you're the monster.
Exactly. But the monster part is so beautiful because Madhusudan Maharaj was there, sacrificing himself all the time. And in festivals, you just leave his room, get a little straw mat that you can't even call a mat. I don't know, like straw sheet, and go to the rooftop with the mosquitoes and monkeys, leaving room for us to be comfortable and serving everybody all the time. And these memories, they stick. And it's like that here. Like it's incredible. Last time he came with a camping tent. Just in case the ashram was too full and somebody would need a room. And it's like the mountains here is very cold outside. He's like, I have, and he even set the tent, like just in case there's no. In this mood, you don't find it very easily around. Like
Anyway, I set the tent, and I'm very happy to be in a tent. And during the evening program, these two, they stole this and this one. They stole the tent. And when I went up there to sleep in it, then there was no tent. And I thought, okay.
Not a good idea. It's like it can snow here sometimes. Like not that often, but it's very cold. But they're hard. Like I remember, like when the Prasadam hall was full, some senior sannyasis, they would, before having people, they would hear the steps, they would just eating, just take their plates and eat standing outside. So devotees could sit and they would just do that, like, and they don't say that to anyone, you just observe. And it's a mood that it's like amazing. Like, and I do find that in Madhusudan Maharaj so much. And I'm, again, happy that he's here and he'll be with us for a couple of weeks. So we can have more moments of inspiration in our lives, of these unique, for me, they are very Shastric moments, because they do exemplify this humbleness of the Vaishnava, this mood that is natural in them. This is the worst part.
Hare Krishna.
It's not like they're faking that, because sometimes they can do with some effort. It's just like naturally. This is like incredible. So this much I can say, and so many stories we had, because so many times we've been in India doing so many crazy services sometimes, and so many adventures with Madhusudan Maharaj and Acharya Maharaj. Always something crazy would come along. Some adventure. And through those adventures, you can see their example. And this example, really, those memories, they stick. They're nourishing for the whole life. So whenever you have a chance to be with a Vaishnava, enjoy the chance, because you learn by observing, by hearing, by their vibration, really. And this is something that is not easy to find in the world. This is my little 2 cents.
Well, I did ask Praphulla Prabhu to talk about Nabadwip. I was thinking I should just cut him off when he starts talking about me.
Nabadwip, without Mahananda, for me, would be no Nabadwip.
Hare Krishna.
Most of the service come to him anyhow. The important service, because you can always be killing the plants, like watering them all the time. Or doing some crazy out of your head things. Or you can go to someone that knows what Gurudev wants. And then you do proper service. Whenever I've followed his instructions, Gurudev will be very pleased. And he'll call me and talk to me and so it was kind of like that in Nabadwip. I remember the first time I've been there though, that after bugging Mahananda for service a few times, he took, okay, you've been here for long enough. He grabbed my hands and took me around. Now you tell me what has to be done. Kind of like that. You have eyes. Like, what is dirty? What is not working? So you're this. Yeah. Now you have your list. That's kind of empowering. Really it is. And again, it makes you feel you belong so much that really is a special thing. And I don't know, it's like very good moments, very good examples. So many of them. Yeah, I remember also Mahananda. I'll talk about Mahananda.
Well, I can go for a walk. So.
Again, it's like sometimes Krishna Hall in Nabadwip will be full in the I've been there in some summers. Summers are incredibly tough and hot, and the Prasadam hall in the shade will be full. Mahananda take his plate and eat under the sun. And I think Gurudev said, I think it was Gurudev, to do like that, only mad dogs and Mahananda. To eat under the sun, it's like 45 degrees, special, cities and powers for service were manifesting around. And you could see those things happening many times. Yeah. Special-hearted people.
It was Gurudev's grace to keep us all busy. There was always so much to do. Navadvip was, quite big. We, we have to accept it grew step by step from being basically simply Guru Maharaj's building and Gurudev's building and one or two of those little huts around. And it grew step by step and building by building as well as step by step. And so there's always lots to do and lots to maintain. But this point on hospitality in Bengal, really, whatever hospitality we can give, it is almost like a fraction of what was given when we go to the villages. Like Praphulla Krishna was saying about that, we go for adventures. But adventures means, going for the collecting of the rice and the potatoes and all of these things. And when we go, and sometimes it's simply the preaching tour, sometimes the book stalls, making that book stand in the Calcutta Book Fair, etc. But when we go to the villages, especially, really the people give their whole house and then nowhere to be seen, or they are just sleeping on the floor in their own house. And we learn, and again, it's not a question of learning facts, it's just that's the nature of hospitality. And so really it was that if devotees come to the mat, those who normally have a room would have somewhere to stay. You give up your room for the guests who come. And we also had really one of those impossible situations that no matter how many new rooms came, they would always never be sufficient. Not only new rooms, but new buildings. And then we think, okay, now we'll be relieved, we'll be able to house all the devotees. But no, when next festival comes and
more are coming,
more and more are coming, that's right.
And at night we find laying on the hallway or on the roof, Mahananda on a little straw mat, really like that. Sleeping later than everybody, waking up before everybody, like that.
They are good days. They are good days because they live on, and we're happy to be with the devotees who were there at that time and kind of appreciate what is Chaitanya Saraswat Math. It's a place not of enjoying, it's a place of serving. But naturally, as we understand, by serving, then we get a special kind of nourishment, no doubt.
Yeah, skipping prasadam to serve us, leaving on a little amul with a little water, a little amul milk paste. Leave out of that when things were busy.
I thought only Krishna noticed those things as Paramatma.
The nourishing coming out of amul, powdered milk.
Hare Krishna. Well, I was going to talk about other topics this evening, but we're very happy to have Praphulla Krishna here. And Praphulla Krishna, many devotees can't handle Calcutta, but Praphulla Krishna, he was quite at home in Calcutta. And maybe after Sao Paulo, we see why.
No, Calcutta is a special city. Very tough environment. But I had no choice sometimes. It was my break time from work. I had to go in summer to Calcutta, whatever. Was a chance to go, I had to go. And if Gurudev was in Calcutta, and he was in Calcutta a lot in the last few years. So it was Calcutta, the service place. And even in his last year, I spent like his last 6 months there. It was all Calcutta. And again, very special times with Acharya Maharaj, Madhusudan Maharaj, so much things happening. Yeah. I remember one day, Madhusudan Maharaj was coming back from the hospital, and he was very emotional. It was the final days of Gurudev. And he was hearing, I think, on a tape from his own voice, the end chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita. That is, the final days also of, beautiful moments. Tough but beautiful moments.
Hare Krishna. Well, how do we follow that?
I don't know.
Hare Krishna. And today I heard some of the final part of the Madhya Leela of Chaitanya Charitamrita. And maybe Shara Shiromani did too, and Harini, they're both with us, because it was Sri Lekha reading Chaitanya Charitamrita. And the very last part of the Madhya Lila really is quite intense, and she was reading the purport there too. And Srila Prabhupada very strongly saying what we are always trying to stress too: if we don't regularly read and chant and do the practices of devotional service, we'll end up just eating, sleeping, and whatever else, complaining, I think maybe Srila Prabhupada said. So we heard there, again, the stress for properly engaging in the spiritual practices and not just knowing about them. But maybe that's another topic. But Nabadwip Chaitanya Saraswat Math, the last Ukraine Zoom, which was on Friday, then Muktinath Prabhu, he was in the temple, Muktinath Prabhu of Ukraine, he was in Chaitanya Saraswat Math, and he gave really a very beautiful, slow, taking his time, showing us Srila Guru Maharaj's veranda, all his veranda, both verandas, the chair, the room, etc. He was with Gurudev Prabhu, and today, I'm still waiting for. I don't have yet the link for the recording of that, but that is also very beautiful. That he showed us around, and we're happy to say that the mat is being maintained. And as far as we see, it is being maintained. Certainly Guru Maharaj's room and Gurudev's room. So this week, we're getting connected with the mat through the devotees and through the devotees who are there, through the devotees. As our dear Praphulla Krishna Prabhu, who I was hoping was going to rather be stressing the mat, and everything in the mat is, by the way, it's Srila Gurudev's nature, it's his mood, like the sunshine goes everywhere. Well, Gurudev was the sunshine of the mat, no doubt. And we saw when the sunshine of the mat kind of disappears, and so many things happen in that darkness, as it were, that follows. Hare Krishna. But yes, under Gurudev's umbrella, under his affectionate guidance and his affectionate seva, everything going on happily there. All right. Well, we are here, and Priya Sundari Devidasi, she's got something in her pocket to share, correct?
I can try.
But she's a little far away
She can
because...
come.
Yeah, no, stay there. She'll just forward.
Dhanavad, Dhanavad everyone. So good to see you there. Krishna Priya, Sundar Prabhu, Mahananda Prabhu, everyone. Okay, so to share something, it has been very amazing to come to Brazil and see the preparation of the arrival of Madhusudan Maharaj here. There are so many sincere seekers who want to be to be initiated soon, and so it's like a bubbly environment right now. Like all the devotees are have been engaged in these preparations for a while, and now we are coming. They are coming together. And I have been learning a lot and trying to following the footsteps of the previous acharyas, like Praphulla Prabhu
Acharya.
and
Servants.
and all the senior devotees, because I know very little about so many stories that I feel like they're really nourishing, and they teach so much. And because one of the small things that I noticed recently was with the devotees, how they want to serve without you noticing that they are serving you. So they want to do something for you without you realizing, before it's too late, before you can just, oh no, I can do this myself. No, the devotee will try to take that away from you just to serve you quietly and quickly. And so this is something that you can only, at least for me, I can listen about it in the scriptures. I can listen about seva and trying to do seva, but when there is interaction with devotees and these things happen, this is the most magical, because this is love and affection and in practice and through seva. So this is just very beautiful and very, yeah, I'm very happy to be here to have, this is a very fortunate moment for all Brazilians, but I'm feeling especially fortunate for all of this. So yes, I think this is my, I can also say that as a contribution, I think today we went to collect in a market nearby here in Campos do Jordão, and it was a street fair, and it was very beautiful to also see how we went collecting, and we were like say, hey, I'm from this ashram here nearby, we are Hare Krishnas, and we are collecting, looking for donations, do you want to share something? And some very simple would just say, no, I don't have anything, I'm not the owner or something, or they would give whatever is left over. You can see it's a little bit almost bad to eat, but some they would give a few of good quality, and some it was very nice. They would just take and not stop like giving from whatever they have. They would not consider what is cheapest, what is best, or what they would just continuously give all of that. So, and I've heard, I don't know if it was you or Nishinha or Shihari who said that this is the favorite boga received by the deities when they receive from the collection from donations like this. So it was a very nice seva to see the other devotees doing and trying to do something similar. So yes, just a couple experiences that have been happening here, and to share a little bit more. But yeah, just trying to learn.
Jai.
Yeah, this is it.
And a surprisingly large number of devotees are up here at the Seva Ashram, the official name? Seva Ashram.
Yes.
Yeah, Seva Ashram in Campos do Jordao here. And for you in Thailand, to give an idea how far they've come from Uberlandia, which is quite a lot have come from Uberlandia, it's the equivalent of driving from Bangkok to Mei Rim. It's that kind of full days journey to come here. And so really we see that they're making a sacrifice and to come together, and the brightness of everyone's faces together. They're chanting Hare Krishna, they're chanting together, serving together, being together. And so if there's an excuse, and if I'm that excuse, very good, I have no difficulty for that. If there's an excuse to bring devotees together, then I'm happy to be an excuse. But really, the factor is that the devotees come together and they serve together, can understand that they're not alone in devotional life. And as I said right at the beginning, that just like being in London or Italy or in Chaitanya Saraswat Math, in the day, as we hear this expression, just like that, wherever we are, it's not the location, it's the devotees. And so we are like indebted, really, to say in one way, that they've come so far, but we're happy that they've come so far to meet the devotees who've come from different places. And our journey was very easy, by the way, coming from London. It was just a night flight, get on the plane, close your eyes, wake up, and you're in Brazil. It's a pretty good flight. If all flights were so easy. and no jet lag is Okay, just check here. Get it.
Little red eye.
Hare Krishna. Because Gurudev didn't agree to jet lag until the very end. Even then, I mean, the very last part of his passing, even then said, I think maybe jet lag. Keeping his transcendental humor nature all the way through. Hare Krishna. Can we ask something from Muktinath Prabhu? You have as your thumbnail still the Himalayas and that Muktinath, the Muktinath view perhaps in the Himalayas. Yes, look at that.
Dandavad Maharaj, Dandavad to everyone. Happy to see everyone. I'm here with Pawan Krishna Prabhu. He is in Bangkok now, a couple of days. Happy to see everyone. Happy to hear all the stories. Would like to be with you. And yes, we can agree probably together about that you mentioned that where is devotees, there is a mood of devotional service and this mood of when devotees gathering together. So we had yesterday meeting here in Bangkok, and Aparajita Priyanana joined, and Anthony and couple more new friends. Yes, in very nice place, and that was the friends of Aparajita Didi. So just very simple gathering. With also Tej, one person that he was in a meeting with you, Maharaj. He went that time in Bangkok. He already read a couple of books. So yeah, we had a nice discussion, chanting Maha mantra, have prasadam, just 3 hours, maybe meeting passing very fast. So that our happy activity here.
Beautiful. Very happy to hear. So do you have a program tonight? Tonight's Saturday night, right?
That was Saturday night, yesterday program, and today,
Yes.
yeah, we will have. Today is Sunday, and we will have a just maybe simple meeting in a park, because Pawan Krishna and Priyanana today already left Thailand in the night and go to Moscow, flight to Moscow. So we have opportunity to have some meeting again.
Hare Brajak, always on the move, just see. Okay, very good. Anyway, in the park, many people can see you in the park, can hear the holy name. The trees can also hear the holy name. Very good. We're happy to hear. Well done, Aparajita Devirasi. I know you're making these arrangements and an enthusiast. And well done, Anthony, for recognizing that there's something substantial in what's being presented, what you're hearing. And there is no solution by the materialists. The materialists inventing so many things, so many medical procedures and everything, but cannot stop disease, old age, and death, unfortunately. But really, Mahaprabhu is giving that cure for disease, old age, and death, and birth, and death, and birth, and death. That is coming. That's coming from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that medicine, if we make that analogy, is the chanting of the names of the Lord. And this everywhere is seen to be given much honor. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's come with this chanting of the Maha mantra given in the Vedas, which is the very mantra, the greatest mantra for this age, Kali Yuga. So it's a simple process, but we mustn't think, oh, it's a simple process, so it can't be, the best thing. The fact is that we are not able to do properly anything which is particularly complicated by way of focusing in meditation and yoga, etc. And so the most generous dispensation has been given by the Lord in the present age. And that is, we can chant the names of the Lord with love, with affection, with service mood, with humility, tolerance, and giving honor to others. So we're happy that you're showing some interest, you recognize something valuable, and we're happy to answer questions if you have questions, and to keep on sharing, as we do with each other, the treasure of love of God, which is dormant inside us all.
Yes, we had a great time chanting yesterday at the cafe, and just elevated the spirit of the whole cafe, and even the non-devotees, and were chanting, and everyone was had a synergy of love, and that was just chanting the name of Hare Krishna does that. It has the effect. So I do believe it can cure any illness and depression, whether it's emotional, physical, mental. And yeah, I hope to learn more from you at these meetings and all the other devotees.
All right, well, you're very welcome. And above all, the Maha Mantra, it cures the disease of death. And that's what's being avoided by all of the modern world. Even though everyone, even the scientists, they understand that they're temporary, but they're not addressing that issue. Whereas the saints and sages and scriptures of the past, they address that issue. Yes, we should not be within this plane of birth and death. That's the sum and substance of the cause of all our suffering. So where should we be and how to go? So like you said, there's a mood of love and affection in the congregational chanting of the name of the Lord with similar-minded people, and it affects everybody. The non-devotees also are happy.
Mm. Yes, my spirit, it yearns to leave the material world. And I was telling them yesterday, I don't know if it's this lifetime, next lifetime, or whatever, but I do yearn to leave the material world into the spiritual realm.
And that's why you're here with such people as you're with today on the Zoom, and why you're meeting there in Bangkok with those of a similar mind. Well done. Keep on going.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And now in Thailand, we should come to Krishna Priya Devirasi, Ram Sundar Prabhu, and last but not least, Paramananda Prabhu. Let us hear from Govinda Farm Ashram. So this is in Mae Rim, Anthony, up in the north, up in the north of Thailand. Beautiful ashram in the countryside.
Dandavad Maharaj, Dandavad everyone. Happy to see you all. So beautiful. And I'm very happy with Muktinath arranging and Aprashita. They do a very great job. You get the new friends, the new coming. And anytime, Anthony, if you have free time or something, you can visit us in the north, in Chiang Mai. We have ashram here. And now also we try to, we're doing now, try to build the temples. You can come visit sometime if you like.
Well, thank you for the invitation. Maybe this summer I'll take you up on that.
Yes, please. You're welcome. And then you can more associate with us and see the things around, meet some other devotee also here. Even though not so many, but we are welcome. We need more people to come here. And you are the first invitation now. You are please come.
Thank you.
Yes. Krishna Chaitanya.
Yes, it's Chaitanya Prabhu. I've just joined.
Chaitanya Prabhu. Long time we didn't see you.
From Brajadam.
There in Vrindavan. You're in Vrindavan still?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, beautiful. So we're just about to hear from Paramananda Prabhu. So you've joined just at the right moment.
Well, Krishna Priya just said that she was about to cry, so good you call her first. When she saw Lila Moy and Priya Sundari, that separation from the devotees and seeing them in the homeland. Now she's so much afraid that they're not going to return.
Yeah, feel comfortable there. Look at you.
So everybody understands that these two, they served so long in the Chiang Mai or Mae Rim temple. And so now they're being sorely missed. But
now they're bound by affection. Even the Supreme
on their way
Personality.
back, don't worry, they both expressed they're on their way back.
Very good, Maharaj. I will mention your name if necessary.
The monster.
No, not the monster. Well, it's like Praphulla Krishna Prabhu have just said, you're the self-proclaimed monster. But for us, you're always embodied a devotee.
Okay, let's now talk about other things, Paramananda.
All right, okay, I will save that. No problem. Very good to hear from Priya Sundari. Did Lila Moy went for collecting too?
No, he just arrived.
Oh, he just arrived. Okay, so please take him next time. He needs extra.
He was here. He just didn't want to go.
No, that's not the way.
They're all
But
making.
I was sure he was invited. They tried to take him. But you know, Lamoy.
This is a Vaishnava story.
Thank you.
Well, if there is a cheese stall, then maybe he will volunteer for that.
Exactly.
Anyway, it was very nice to hear, very inspiring. So we also want to do that to some extent, as much as possible here. And we may think, when we go to collect something from people, so we sell the books, we collect donations, we collect bhoga, we collect flowers. And we're thinking we're going to collect a charity. We want charity from people. Actually, it's quite the opposite. It's the Vaishnavas who are extending that opportunity. I mean, actually, they are extending the charity itself. They're giving the charity to those people who are giving. They will be supremely benefited. Because what they're giving, it's since the beginning, it's not theirs. So the Vaishnav is doing the charity by giving them opportunity to serve. Like sometimes we hear how our guardians are called, like Govinda Maharaj called Guru Maharaj, our fortune maker. And literally, this is what it means. Vaishnavas are the fortune makers. That bhag, a sukriti, they're making others bhagyavan, they're making others sukritivan. And they may not even understand anything, but regardless of what we understand, the world functions. Regardless of our understanding, infinite wills of Krishna's manifest. So it's not about that. So that opportunity comes and they get so much benefit from that. So this is why we're going out. Mainly, that's what Saraswati Thakur also pointed out during the collection for the temple funds. He said, I want everybody to contribute. I want everybody to get that service connection with the upper world. So I want to collect from as many people as possible. I don't care about how much. Giving with full heart, good for them. It will set them on a faster track. If they're not giving with the full heart, never mind, they still get something good. But I want everyone to participate. So this is the main purpose of us going and collecting. Not to benefit others, not to benefit ashram, not to collect mine, not to collect bhog. That's a secondary, it's a side byproduct of that. And in the meantime, we're also practicing our religion. We're learning how to be tolerant, how to be passionate, how to give honors to others. You don't give them honor, they're not going to give you anything. So it's a good practice. You have to do it. Also, Praphulla Krishna Prabhu was making so many good points. You ask him to describe Nabadwip, to talk about Nabadwip. And by the way, Prabhupada, wonderful to see you. Well, I heard your voice and I tried to see you through the sound. Wasn't very successful. It's really nice to see the form and the sound combined together.
It's very inauspicious.
And
I try to spare you all as much as I can.
Speaking of immortality or young age, the scientists are fighting for that, to become immortal, to extend our life, to stay young forever. And Prabhupada Krishna haven't changed at all in about 2 days since I remember seeing him last
20
time.
pounds in each leg.
But anyway, so when he was asked to talk about the holy Dham, about Nabadwip, he started talking about Madhusudan Maharaj, Mahananda, his past life. We have so many, in one life, we actually have so many lives if you think about it. So that is also a wonderful point, because really, when we are in the Dham, how do we see the Dham? How will we feel the Dham? How will we feel the connection with the Dham? Some realization, some understanding, they're coming exclusively through the devotee. We can be residing in a geographical location, noted on the map, but feel nothing, like literally nothing. Sometimes feel disturbance. Quite often it is happening. Without that grace, without that service, responsibility in the Dham, you will feel disturbed very quickly. The familiarity will consume you, and you will turn into an aparadi, the offender of the holy place. But by the grace of the Vaishnavas, we're actually able to be in a Dham, regardless where geographically they are located. For example, right now, Nabadwip fully manifested in Brazil, in Sao Paulo. Naturally, everybody is coming. The heart of the devotees are drawn to that. Because when the Vaishnava comes, they carry that wealth with them. They carry the Dham, they carry the name, they carry the substance. And that's what counts for the holy Dham. Recently, we've been reading about it in Chaitanya Charitamrita. We're finishing. Did you finish, by the way? We're still finishing Ramananda Sambat chapter. And there Ramananda Rai, he also points that out, about the holy places. What makes the holy places? The sadhus, the saintly personalities. When Swami Maharaj was ill and he was thinking, oh, I'm going to leave my body, he wrote a letter to Guru Maharaj, asking for his blessings and his advice. He said, I would like to come back to Vrajadan and leave my body there. That would be good, I think. What is your opinion? Guru Maharaj immediately answered and said, no, you don't need to go anywhere. Wherever you are, there is Vrindavan. And in so many shastras, we like to use the shastra. I mean, we can say many things, and then somebody may say, oh, you're just sentimental people here, and you cannot conform that with the revealed scriptures statement. But there is. Tishtam Vrajetat Anuragi Jananugami. That's the seventh verse of Upadishamritam. That is so dear to Srila Madhusudan Maharaj and all of his followers. He's saying you can reside in the holy Dham only in one case, by association with those who have taste for Krishna consciousness. And that will make you the residents of the Dham. Because through them, you will get the service, you will have the name, you will hear properly. And that will land you in a holy Dham, wherever you are. So now that holy Dham of Nabadwip will be moving from one place to another place. And it's so dynamic. Dham is dynamic, it's not static. That's another quality of the holy Dham. It's very dynamic. It's full of lila, full of pastimes. So wherever it manifests, there's something wonderful happening. And we can see that through the heart of the Vaishnavas, that current is coming, and the current is taking him according to the wills of Lord, infinite wills of the Lord. And that's why you feel so enlivened, so inspired being in the company of the Vaishnava. So Praphulla Krishna Prabhu, what you were saying is absolutely true. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan, Bhagavat Shravan, where that lends you, Sadhu Sangha, you get inspiration for taking Krishna consciousness seriously. You listen, you follow, and that lends you in Mathuravas, residing in the holy Dham again. So many Shastra evidence to that. So it's very valid and also spoken from the heart as a realization, a heart realization. That's another point. When we quote the Shastras, when we quote the verses, but not properly understanding that, we may not come to a life realizations of that. But here, we heard a beautiful realization. Speak about Nabadwip Dham, yes. And the glories of the Vaishnava followed. Perfect. And that
Okay,
is also,
I have two witnesses here. It is myself who, when I saw Praphulla Krishna Prabhu come into the room with everybody here, it was me who said, now seeing Praphulla Krishna Prabhu, I am reminded always of Nabadwip Dham and remembering our happy time there together. So, I did a little bit of karma here, action and reaction. Seeing Praphulla Krishna, I am reminded of Nabadwip Dham. And really, I mean, it is the case when we are with devotees who serve Gurudev with their heart and who are serving, you know, with the devotees and in Nabadwip or in Calcutta. I mean, normally people will not consider Calcutta, you know, the best city in the world, perhaps. But we do. We feel so happy in Calcutta because Gurudev was there. And of course, Calcutta means our temple that's there. So I just want to say it was myself first. Maybe this is, I got a reaction for saying this to Praphulla Krishna because then he's now turned it around.
And now that he mentioned that again, he needs more reaction.
it's reciprocal, Maharaj. There's nothing you can do. It's the heart flow. You cannot resist it. It's not just the deep expressions. It's the heart expressions. No one can stop the heart flow. So it's a truth, it's a fact. And of course, everything is connected to Srila Govinda Maharaj, Srila Gurudev. Like you said, Calcutta, not the best place in the world. Used to be, by the way, perhaps one of the most beautiful cities. It used to be called the Pearl of the Orient during the British Empire. Something have happened. We're not going to go into that section. But quite often, Srila Govinda Maharaj, especially during the summertime, he would stay in Calcutta for a prolonged period of times. And that's when I would go there, normally in June, July, with Srila Shravan Prabhu, and we will spend some time with Srila Govinda Maharaj. Never crossed our mind we were not in Nabadwip, really. Never. Fully content. There was absolutely no necessity to go anywhere. Nothing was lacking. Vrindavan, Nabadwip, every other place in the world was fully present on that veranda where Srila Govinda Maharaj was. And at that time, I might not really clearly realize that, but when you think about how we felt, this is exactly how was it. And I think Praphulla Krishna Prabhu can confirm that.
Yeah, first time I've been to Calcutta, it was a shocking place. I've taken my Harinam in Villa Govinda. I've seen Gurudev first time in the sunset on the hills of Villa Govinda. So pretty. And he asked me to go to India. I had no idea what to expect. But Calcutta at that time really felt like it was bombed. It was the remnants of a bombed city. It was, I think, also the peak of plastic bags all over. I think India has improved a lot regarding that. It was like
the Black River, Prabhupada.
The black bubbly river full of plastic. Like, I say, good Lord, where am I going? And even getting to our mat. When I first arrived, it was like comparing to Villa Govinda. Matsila is, oh man, like, where am I getting into? But then really, I arrived in Calcutta first time, was during a darshan time with Gurudev. And it felt so much like home, like instantly. And in Calcutta, I mean, we're talking about collection. I've been collecting in Calcutta a few times with Nipin Prabhu or so many people. And it felt Calcutta also. It was some extension of good. Nipin would just go all over and say, Govinda Seva. And everybody would give instantly. Like, they knew Gurudev. They knew Nipin, they knew us. Like, and they were like giving like so much. It was so beautiful to see. Like the whole Dum Dum Park area had some Gurudev's vibes somehow. When you were in service, people knew. And really, I don't know if it was lucky or not, you felt well treated by association with Gurudev. We go wherever we go. Saying Govinda Seva was like a magic spell, like, and people just like, I felt that, like, give their hearts. I've been collecting with Ashram Maharaj in banks. This in Calcutta, they knew Govinda Maharaj. They'll make us wait. they'll give us a hard time, but they'll give so happily in the end, because they knew Govinda Maharaj. But I mean, all over Calcutta, in banks, in markets, in the street shops, people that had nothing, sometimes just like 2 eggplants, they'll give 1 eggplant, maybe 2 eggplants. And it was just Govinda Seva, nothing else to be said. And people just like, oh, kind of, yes, like, it was a playful mood sometimes, but it was a beautiful collection. And I really felt like Dundam Park in downtown Calcutta, they knew. It felt again like this extended family kind of helping this distant cousin, like, oh, do you need some help? Okay, like, we'll help, like, and it felt like that. And I really feel that Gurudev's and Guru Maharaj's whatever heart extension was there, was making everything so beautiful in that very weird city, like, but beautiful again, like, so beautiful. Anyhow, even outside, like, collecting outside of Calcutta in villages and everything, like, people just donate. And maybe it's an Indian culture thing, but I did feel that the Govinda Seva, the Math Seva, was very welcomed. And that's a special thing. And it makes you feel very, I don't know, it's a very heartwarming thing. And because it was going to Gurudev, you're so sure it was really benefiting everybody. Like, this flow was happening. People were happy, we were happy, service was happening. And I don't know, this beautiful mood extended throughout Calcutta, in New Market, wherever I had to go. It's just nice, like good feeling. Yes.
If I ever go to Newmarket again, I'm going to remember your words. I'm
Yes.
going to do my best.
Oh, I don't know. It felt good. Like, they would help. Like, sometimes they'd make some baskets of food to good. They would just give, I don't know, it felt like something, they would help. Like, people helped. It felt like that. The taxi was these old ambassadors, like, crashing all the way. Like, it was like this, how do you call it, crashing cars? When you play as a kid, like, you go to bumping cars. These old ambassadors, first time I was in Calcutta, I think my taxi like bumped 5 times going to the ashram. They don't care. Like, yeah. Good adventure. The connected with Gurudev was always special.
Hare Krishna. And Priyanana, you're going to Moscow too? Yes, okay. A short visit this time to Thailand.
Yes, Maharaj. We went for Srila Goswami Maharaj's Vyasa Puja, and then it happened that Pawan Krishna also has planned to go back, so we cooperated, and we'll be traveling together. I arrived to Thailand with Ajita Krishna Prabhu, and I go back with Pawan Krishna, so I'm double strike.
Okay, and you left Ajita Krishna Prabhu behind in Thailand?
Yeah, don't need him anymore.
This is said with affection, just in case there's no misunderstanding anyway. Hare Krishna. Yes. All right, well, have a safe journey. Both of you have a safe journey. Papa and Krishna will heading back to Hare Krishna. Well, here it is literally, the clock says 0, 0, 0, 0. So it's midnight where we are in the mountains of Campos de Jodao in Brazil. So we better go and prepare for Mangalarti.
2 hours.
And we leave you all for your day, because you're all in your day. In Thailand, you're well into your day. South Africa, starting your day. And then Chaitanya Prabhu in Vrindavan, he's our one devotee in India today. Sometimes we have more devotees. So very happy to have a touch of the Holy Lands with your presence there. And to each of you who were with us, Anutama in Ukraine, she's with us also. Today we didn't greet you. I think we greeted more or less everybody else. Rupanuga Prabhu is always on the move, going somewhere in his car. Oh, he just turned off his thing. But he's always going somewhere. So let us remember where we are going to and why we are going. Oh, there's a question. Did I see a question in the chat? Campos do Jodao. It's well, the town is up in. Oh yeah, no, it's there written. She's written Campos do Jodao.
Yes.
It's a town in the mountains. It's about 3 hours drive from Sao Paulo, maybe 3 hours drive from Rio, also 4 hours from there. And it's ashram, which has been developed by Srila Trivikram Maharaj and also Rohini Shakti Devi Dasi. Over the years, Srila Gurudev has been here, and beautiful temple, beautiful area, and really they're doing a fantastic job to continue the seva to Gurudev and our parampara, and giving an opportunity for so many to come here. And the temple is being expanded, and with the expansion now we can have many people, maybe 200 people at one time in front of the deities. So it's all a work in the temple expansion is a work in progress, but the ashram is well established and well visited. So this is where we are. By the grace of the devotees here, we've come, and having every day is a festival program. And so we'll sign out for now, and we'll have our Sunday festival in the series of every day is a festival, starting in a few hours' time. So the rest of you, you're already in Sunday. Please use it nicely. And Kum Devi Rasi back home in southern or northern California, rather. Southern Oregon, Northern California. I never know where the line is, but Kum Devi Rasi, she's back home after being in Vila Govinda. And we're all after the Vila Govinda, headed in one direction or another to our places of service. And Hari Gopal Prabhu was in Vila Govinda and in London, now back in Riga too. All right, dear devotees, a wonderful gathering of devotees always, and we're here to serve. If we can be helpful, please let us know. And who are we serving? Jai Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sandhu Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. And Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Bhaga ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Acharya Brinda ki Jai. Hari Nam Sankirtan ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi Hari Hari Bo. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Eva Cha. Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo.
Jai Srila Bhakti Ranjan Maharaj Maharaj ki Jai.
I'm surrounded by, okay, devotees. I better not make offense to the devotees. All right, dear ones, we'll see you soon. Please forgive my friends. Please forgive me also. Dandavat. Govinda Govinda. Hari Hari Nitai Nitai. Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Nitai Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Dandavat. Dandavat.